Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2. Do you guys still remember this guy? This beautiful Volvo FH by Eugene. Well, I decided to bring it back and swap it for the Scania S. Don't worry, the Scania S is still in the garage, just taking a break. Because this has an 8x4 chassis, perfect for heavy hauling. And it just so happened that the Special Transport DLC has been released already, and of course we cannot pass that up. So in this episode, we'll be exploring, testing it out, seeing how it works, how the mechanics go with the Special Transport DLC. And we'll test it out with this truck. Beautiful, beautiful truck. You can see the beacons up there. This is actually a new beacon from the Special Transport DLC. Some strobe lights happening in there. Looks very good. Nice. Let's hear the engine. This is from Krishboom. And you can definitely tell by the beauty of that sound. That's a monster. Yeah. Have Google Maps navigation. We have a Star Wars themed accessory pack from Seisel. And this is mainly because of The Last Jedi getting released pretty soon. Actually, in Singapore, I think it's released already. I should go and watch. Anyway. Back to the topic, and of course we have the CG mug right there, right? Anyway, what I have right now is a job. We are back in Luxembourg. We are out in Italy because the Special Transport DLC only has specific routes, and Italy is not yet part of that route. I think there is somewhere in France, in Scandinavia, in Germany. We are right now in Luxembourg, and we will be exploring the path that takes us here. There should be a job here somewhere. Let's go and look for it anyway. How it goes is like this. You get an email about the special transport right here, and it says have something special. Now we're able to get a real challenge, and then it says which cities has those kinds of jobs. I'm not going to try and pronounce them, but you can see there's Sweden, France, Luxembourg, Poland, in all these other cities. Yeah, but the easiest way to do that is just to go to job market, freight market, and then you can see the different logo here, different icon that is significant for the Special Transport DLC. Also, you can filter them here, that one, and you'll get nothing but the Special Transport ones, right? And then you can sort as usual. Now, in our case, we do have something from Luxembourg, and I chose that guy, the boiler part. A humongous, and what I like about this with these trailers is that they don't only tell the weight, they also tell the dimensions, how wide, how long, how high it is. So you'll see and be able to compare. Look at this guy, construction staircase, 20 20 meters by 5.5 by 4.6. 20 I guess is the width, right? The left to right, probably, because it's super wide. Anyway, we'll be taking, or no, probably it's the length with height is usually how it goes, so how long it is. Alright, so but we'll be taking this one, 6x6 by 4.9. Not a monster per se, but still much more humongous than the usual ones. Right, let's get going. I did miss this truck, to be honest. The Scania is beautiful and everything, but you know, at some point you want to change it up, and I think the perfect time has come. Bring back the heavy haul. Because the new Scanias don't have the 8x4 chassis yet, and for our case, an 8x4 is just necessary, essential. And Eugene's Volvo remains at the top of my list. It's one of my most favorite trucks. Now, also one important thing, Pro Mods is not yet compatible with the DLC. I think it will not produce an error, but you might get some problems with the routes you take. Like, you might get stuck in a bridge, you might get lost or something. So it's not guaranteed that it will work. Plus, there was a recent update to ETS2 with 1.30. There were a couple of map updates, and it completely wrecked some of the sceneries in Pro Mods. Like, you'll see open spaces, like open floors, you'll fall through the world or encounter invisible walls and such. So I had to remove it. Had to remove the map mods to be safe. So this is vanilla with the DLCs. but all SES made, no custom maps. We do still have foggy weather though, as you can see with the beautiful sky and the beautiful tint. And we do still have Files environment mod, as you can see with the beautiful trees. So even if we are going to go across some pretty classic looking sceneries, you'll still be able to see the beauty in there. Yeah, because if you remember, I do complain about the old sceneries from like the ETS2 maps that were made like 5 years ago, because the quality is really different compared with France and Italy and even Scandinavia. But yeah, with the mods that we have, foggy weather and Files environment mod, it kind of mitigates that problem. So we still see a nice view even if the road is old, even if the textures are not the best. So yeah, and the focus is the special transport anyway. So you see the icon, different icon, that one on top, that signifies there is a job here for special transport. So if you're not in the mood to look via GPS, you can look via that icon. Look at each of the establishments and see if there's an icon like that. Alright, I don't think it's compatible with external contracts yet. At least I haven't seen any job with special transports. Maybe it will produce something later on. That's the thing, take the job. Now the thing here, look at the time, it's 7 a.m. currently. When I accept this, you'll do some pre-work like refueling, do some checks. So that 7 a.m. will not be 7 a.m. anymore by the time we're ready to drive. So we'll see how that works. But first and foremost, let's take the job. It will notify you. Yep, heavy cargo full, 8x4 and everything. This thing is a monster. Although we do have only 540 horsepower, but I think it should be enough. Yeah, let's hope. Truck's tanks were refilled and driving hours restored. And you see this, you get taken to this cutscene where people are like preparing and checking, double checking, triple checking. Yeah, I like this. This is very immersive, this cutscene. You can see all different kinds of people working there. Yeah. There's even like a reporter there on the right side. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. So that's what you have to take note of. When you take a job like this, look at that guy. Clear the way, Clumsy is coming. Yeah, when you oh, this is nice. All right, so and then you get a reminder like this. Pay extra attention to the following. Avoid conflicts, so don't hit the escort vehicles. Keep the cargo between them. Don't drive out of the route. You can't change the route. You can't deviate from the route. You cannot even go to rest stops or gas stations, otherwise the mission will fail, I think. And then obey speed limits. The speed limits are very different. It's mostly 60 max, but goes even lower depending on the road. And then watch out for overtaking traffic and other drivers on the road, so as usual. And the Changeling Maneuvers goes like this. It goes 3 steps. First, the back escort moves to the new lane. Second, the front escort moves to the new lane, and then you move in between them. Yeah, so they kind of protect your open area here. Make sure that no other vehicles squeeze into that spot while you're moving. Makes sense, right? After all those reminders, we are ready to go. And if you look at the time, it's now 11 a.m. So from 7 to 11, 4 hours. I'm not sure if that's a fixed thing, if it's always 4 hours, but do take note of that. Because it might happen that you take something like, I don't know, 5 p.m. and then you start with a job 9 p.m., which is pretty dark already. Might not be very good for visuals. Anyway, let us go and open that beacon. Those strobes, those beautiful strobes. Unfortunately, this truck doesn't have many slots in them. If it has, then I would have put some strobes here in front as well, but good thing is we have that major beacon there. And we have beacon at the back, which says our wrong speed limit, 80. Anyway, humongous boiler part, let's go. Now the barriers here is part of the animated gates mod, and so far it's been compatible, but I think when I was watching Squirrel stream, there was an instance where the escort vehicle went past this because the gate doesn't really recognize AI vehicles, so it doesn't open for them, so it just like passed through. That's a minor detail. As long as our trailer can fit here, I am happy. Now, I'll warn you right from the get-go, this is going to be Clumsy Trucking 101, alright? So, and I will be looking a lot left and right, okay? Looking lots and lots left and right because I'll be trying to measure the trailer ahead. So we'll get 2 escort vehicles, this guy's at the back, that guy's in front, waiting for us. And he'll be trying to match our speed as much as we can. You'll also see a couple of people and a couple of different AI vehicles along the way. You'll see those guys, yeah, taking pictures, taking selfies, and just rubbernecking. And the good thing is we don't have to obey these traffic lights. Everything is stopped. We are #1 priority. That's the awesome thing about this. Even those guys, look, they will stop. See? We are the priority. Beautiful. Yeah, it feels very strange, like being the VIP. Usually you have to give way because you're so huge and everyone else is being hampered by you and those photographers. But yeah, in this case, we are the #1 thing. There is something weird about that though, or I guess it's kind of realistic in a way, because even if the guys stop, even if the AI vehicles stop, they still kind of toot at you. So they kind of get mad, and I guess it's pretty realistic that they would get impatient. Like, out of nowhere, they would need to stop and they would wait for this humongous trailer to get past before they can go. Man, I missed this truck. And yeah, the Star Wars accessories just add to the vibe. The Star Wars feel. Is anyone else going to watch? I'm sure a lot of you are also fans. Okay, let's see how far I should stay away. For sure, I cannot hug the right side. Changing lane maneuver is coming. Alright, so you do get notifications when that happens. And I hope I didn't just hit my trailer. We'll see. Those kinds of notifications do happen, but they are kind of scary when they pop up. It feels like I've committed a mistake. I got a penalty when that happens. So even minor lane changes like that is notified. Yeah, so all, like, it's super precise. They don't leave you hanging at all. Let me have a look here. Yeah, okay, that looks okay. The trailer is not jutting out on the right side. And pay special attention to the escort vehicle in front. He'll do some cool stuff when we approach and when we meet some vehicles, some oncoming vehicles. He'll try to protect us. He'll try to shield us. What was that? That was the loans. Okay, no penalty, good. Damage 0. Let's hope it keeps that way. This is a fairly short journey, 118 kilometers. So most of the jobs are very short. I think the longest one I've seen is around 400 kilometers. So you won't have long hauls with this kind of trailer. I think it's not even legal to have something like that. So you really will now not have a chance to sleep, to rest, to gas up. So no bio brakes, right? Hold it in, or maybe have a bottle ready. What is that sound? Is that a chopper or something? And let's take a photo once we get to this bridge. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. Over here could be cool. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I remember I bought this truck specifically for heavy haul, but I never expected this kind of heavy haul, this humongous kind of load. And this is not even the biggest load out there. Okay, let's show the escort vehicle at the back. Now that looks majestic. Yeah, I am game with that. Phew. Could we have another angle from here? Maybe show the front as well, because the front escort might get jealous. It didn't get any airtime. That one could definitely work. Yeah, that one could also work. Focusing on the load. Now look at the detail on this load. As always, the trailers are super detailed, down to the last nuts and bolts. Yeah. This is pretty cool. All the signs, warning signs, and the cables, the chains, everything is there. And this, I assume, also has like steerable axles everywhere. Oh, that's quite a long trailer, huh? I guess that's the maximum limit, maximum length. Right, we're good, we're good. Let's go and proceed. Let me check my right. If you don't have like TrackIR, so you'll have to turn, like look left and right most of the time. What you can do is just press F2 like that. It depends on you. Some people might think this is like cheating because it would not be realistic to always see the mirrors. But if you're fine with that, then keep them open, so you always have a view of your left and right borders there, and you can estimate that pretty accurately. But for me, I want to keep it immersive, even at the cost of having it a bit more difficult. So like that. Yeah, let's keep it. Look at this. Look at this. That's a cop car already. Yeah? Look at that. The trucks are actually moving away. Oh, please don't hit that. And then he moves back to the center once he finishes bullying the other vehicles. Like, oh. Don't even think about it. Don't even come close here. So he kind of bullies them to the side of the road. Make sure that there's enough space for us. Beautiful foliage here. Files environment at work. The grass, the trees, super nice. Yeah, doesn't feel old at all, this scene, even though it is, I guess, part of the initial map. Look at that. Look at how it bullies the truck. Okay, let's make sure not to hit that. Okay. Beautiful. Lots of police cars in here. They probably are working and going around the route to make sure that there are no unruly people that are ready to spoil the fun for us. And the speed limit is 60. But you might be wondering why the escort in front of us is always at that distance. It actually matches your speed. It's smart that way. So if you go 30, it retains that distance. If you go 60, it still retains that distance. Okay. Phew, that was a bit close. So you can speed up, no worries, until 60 at least, and it should be fine. It should not, you should not hit the vehicle in front of you. This escort vehicle, look at that. How small it is and how powerful it is in bullying the other vehicles. Even a truck. The truck just stays on the side and says like, oh, you're the boss, you're the boss. Love it, look at this. I can't get over it. But in a way, it's also a matter of protecting them, right? No one wants to get hit by this humongous load. So it's for their good anyway. It's not just bullying. Although it does look that way, but yeah. Some police cars also, like on the road there, on the intersections, make sure that the vehicles trying to merge in stop. And things like that. And we have to make sure though that we don't hit any of these signs, because I still cannot measure it fully. Actually, I don't know what the law is when it comes to lights. When you are carrying something this heavy, when you have escorts, I'm sure you have to have your beacons on, but you need to have like your flashers like this, because I'm not a fan of this, to be honest. First and foremost, it gets a bit noisy, and second, other vehicles lose visibility on where you're going. Like if you want to turn right here and you have your hazards on like this, they wouldn't know. So I'd rather keep them off for now. But you guys let me know what the law is if you're familiar with it. That's nice. Stop. Let's make sure not to hit anybody. And I just own the entire road to be safe. to be on the safe side. Okay, good. Look at this, yeah, beautiful scenery. It's not snowing yet. Still don't have a snow mod. And but still, it's very good. There are also instances when this escort vehicle goes in front and tries to clear the road in advance, so he doesn't like match your speed. He goes much faster. I think this was one instance. You'll get a notification when that happens. Okay, let's see. Okay, don't hit anything. Alright, that seems like a tighter squeeze. There you go. Going to warn other drivers, adapt your speed to avoid a possible crash. Don't hit those guys. Thank you. And then let's slow down here. What I noticed though is whenever I go through like on-ramps like this, so the front escort vehicle goes in front and warns all the other vehicles ahead, but the back seems to be super slow. Yeah, see? Can't even see him yet. And we are really struggling here. I'm pedal to the metal right now. So you see the escort vehicle at the back still isn't there. I guess he's stopping the cars. Make sure that no one else merges in. See? Please wait for the rear escort vehicle. So if you look at here, the front vehicle does not go. You have to wait for that guy. And then when he's near, the guy starts again. By the way, I do love the audio. I do love that engine sound. Chris is really a genius. I think this is one of his great sound mods. Everyone would probably use it if they're using this truck. Eugene's Volvo FH. Cannot pass it up. Do we need lights? Let's go with lights. And also the dashboard is very different to the default Volvo, right? It's a more realistic one, more accurate to how the real dashboard looks like. And the dashboard, the color, the interior is also different. I think I have a mod for this, the dark interior for the Volvo FH, but you can check it out in the mods list. One note though, I had to disable one of my beacon packs, the beacon pack 1.7.1. You know that mod with the large beacons? I had to disable that because if you have them in, even if you have the strobes here, the beacon strobes here, they won't work. And so if in case you have beacons like this and they're not working, make sure you disable that beacon mod, that beacon pack 1.7.1, those humongous beacons. They're not compatible with this. Okay. Why does it feel like my retarders aren't working? Still going full speed here. Good. And this is the strange thing. Normally you wouldn't need to respect the traffic light. But because some of the guys, like, they didn't stop the traffic fully. So some trucks are in front of us and we'll have to wait for the traffic light anyway. But if it's only us, then we can safely ignore the traffic lights. Good, are we almost here? Yeah, we're almost here. It's a very short episode. But I hope it was enough to give you an overview of how special transports are and what the mechanics are. I do love it. I probably won't be like doing special transports every single time because first the routes are limited. Second, it might get a bit tedious at times. But yeah. And the guy left us. Hey, there's no escort here. Are they stopping? Oh crap. How the heck do I fit here? Okay. When not sure, go super slow. Don't risk it. Super close there. Okay, and then move to the left. That was pretty scary. I think we're good now, right? Okay, good. And here we are. Very short journey, but very interesting, right? Now, if you are interested in purchasing this DLC, it costs 5 USD, I think, or 450, something like that. Around 5 USD. Don't know the exact price, but it should be around that price point. And if you think about all the different mechanics they put in, the different logics of the AI, all the different trailers and all these routes, you know, the special stuff, 5 USD is really a steal. It's super cheap. I even bought my own copy. Like, usually I would be given copies for showing it off, but I was so excited I couldn't wait for it, and I wanted to support SCS in my own way. So I bought my own copy. And if I get extras, I'll do a giveaway, but there's no assurance of that. No assurance. Here we go. So let us decouple that. Let's submit this job. Excellent. Good. And I got a notification. The bigger the better. 1 out of 11 Steam achievement. That's 9K. Let's have a look at the Discord server. Delivery. By the way, feel free to join the virtual trucking company I just created. Alright, let me see. 144 kilometers. Fuel is 46.12 liters per 100 km. Damage is 0.28. I get notifications for all the deliveries that are done in the VTC. And it's although the game shows there is no damage, like behind the scenes there's like a minuscule amount of damage that you incurred, and I got 0.28. It's probably in one of those intersections. I might have turned faster, or I don't know, the tank might have hit a fly on the way. I have no clue, but there is damage. 0.28. Anyway, if you're interested in joining the VTC, go and join the Discord server, and there should be a link there on how to join. Let's just maybe park somewhere, and I'll tell you about the VTC along the way. Let's go and park here. Okay, let's use this as a U-turn slot. Man, all these trailers look small now. That's the thing. After hauling that humongous guy there, it feels so small hauling those normal trailers now. But yes, if you want to join the VTC, guys, the virtual trucking company, go and join the Discord server. The link for the Discord server is a bit of a secret. It's a bit sneaky. So there are multiple things you can do. You can email me, clumsygeek@gmail.com, and I'll reply to you with the link. You can... Oh, nice trailer. You can... Okay, you don't have right of way anymore. You can message me privately somehow. I won't be posting the Discord server publicly, so you'll have to contact me privately some way. And the way I would suggest is to email me. Just email me and say you're interested in joining. So I'll give you the link to the Discord server, and in the Discord server you will have a link there on how to join the virtual trucking company. Now, what does it do? The virtual trucking company is just something to add a bit of fun to the game. There is nothing really dramatic about it, but it's a good way to connect with each other. It keeps track of when you do jobs, like it automatically tracks when I'm doing a job here. You install a plugin and you get notified whenever there's someone in the company finishes a job. It gives stats on how the job went, how far it was, what's the fuel efficiency, what damage was. And that's why I was able to say a while ago, oh, I got 0.28% damage, because it was announced in the Discord server. There's a channel specifically showing the Discord server, the deliveries for each of the members. So if you're interested in joining that, feel free. Contact me privately and I'll give you the Discord server, right? 40, yeah, this is the one. Good. Yeah, there is no retarder sound, strangely enough. But it is working. There might be something with my transmission. The transmission probably isn't too compatible with the sound mod. Yeah, that might be it. Because that one is the engine brake, that sound. This one, we are slowing down, but there is no retarder wheeze or hum. I might have to check that. But it's not a big thing. Right, good. So yeah, feel free to join. Everyone is welcome. And there is no pressure. There's like no number of deliveries required per. You do a job when you do a job. You know, we don't keep track of it. It's just a bit of fun to get more connected with each other and like tease each other, have competitions with each other, mini competitions. You know, the longest trip, the most perfect trip with 0.00% damage, not even a minuscule fly swatting the trailer, the most fuel efficient, you know, things like that. And then we can probably do contest times. And the best part about it is it's all automatic. Once you install the plugin, it will keep track of the job you take. No need for manual input, no need for screenshots and things like that. So everything is automatic and you don't have to worry about anything. It just gets posted. It even keeps track of where you are. There's like a live map, keeps track of where you are, and it's compatible whether you're playing in single player or multiplayer. Doesn't matter. I don't think it also matters. I think also in other maps it's also compatible. So yeah, feel free to try it out. Feel free to join. There you go. 8x4 chassis, perfect for heavy hauling. You might not have the strongest engine, but it should be enough. Turn off the beacons. Beautiful truck. I miss this. We will be having more episodes like this in the near future. I'll probably try the different routes, the different trailers, and we'll see how it goes, right? And yes, of course, we'll be trying this out in streams as well. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, let me know. Hit that thumbs up button, that like button, helps a lot. And please do comment and share with your friends. I'll be waiting for your comments. Right? Any tips, any real life stuff, any comments, any suggestions on mods, just let me know. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Clumsy trucking, everyone. Ow. Sorry, I forgot this was loud. Sorry for headphones users. Clumsy trucking and bye bye. See you in the next one.